Welcome back. This is video number 8, and we are going to cover the big solution of all the problems that we talked about. How we talked about, different websites being slow and how to speed it up, and how to secure websites, how to make sure that the environment and the functionality is what the client wants. So I'm going to show you specific WordPress plugins that you can use as part of a standard WordPress site, how to make sure that your site has security, how to make sure that your website loads fast so that you can prevent bounce rates and people from leaving your site, and how to speed it up so that when you do enter it into GT metrics, then you'll have a better score. So you can apply these to your clients' websites. And you can also think about charging for specific things like, do you want your website to have security? If so, you can charge a little bit amount of money for that and then provide them with those plugins. So WordPress site needs security plugins. And here are some of the plugins that I would highly recommend. WordFence Security is a very, very powerful and a very good WordPress plugin as far as security goes. Now, they do have a free version and they do have a paid version. And you can simply go to wordpress.org/plugins/WordFence. Or you can simply go to Google. If you don't really want to go to this link, type in WordFence Security and you'll be able to find the WordPress plugin. Another way is simply by going to your administrative dashboard, go to plugins, click on add plugins, do a search for WordFence Security as well. So that's another way of going about this. Security Scanner is also really, really good. Now this is primarily being used as a means to scan your client's websites. So for example, if a client comes to you and says, hey, I have problems with my site. Google says there's a virus or a malicious malware. What do I do? So you can use that to scan it, to see where the scan stands, and install WordFence Security to protect it. And of course, again, same thing. You can go to wordpress.org/plugins/security scanner, security-scanner, or simply enter security scanner into Google. Another thing you can do is you have to realize that even though you install things, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is secure. You still have to, set the settings and things like that. So what I recommend that you do is hop on over to a website called Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr.com, and simply just type in the keywords harden a website or harden a WordPress site, harden WordPress. And what you'll find is you'll find people who will harden your WordFence Security or harden your WordPress site with security, and they'll customize it to ensure that your site is secure. Now, Fiverr is a great place to find people that you can simply pay them $5 or $10 to get them to do work for you. And you can do the same with all these other plugins that I will be talking about as well. So the standard correct plugins, and what I mean by that is every website needs standard website plugins. So these are some of the standard WordPress plugins that would be nice to have as part of your website. Pretty Link Lite is merely a WordPress plugin that makes your links pretty. So definitely adds to that user engagement and user friendliness. And then a Google Analytics as well to track your statistics. You definitely don't want to not forget this, because if you do and you get a lot of traffic, you're not going to be able to go back and look at what is happening in your site. So you can go there simply by going to wordpress.org/plugins/Google-Analytics-dashboard-for-WP. Now, there are many different WordPress plugins for Google Analytics, so you can simply do a search for Google Analytics at your main administrator dashboard plugins area if you want to, You don't have to, it's up to you. But to be honest, I've tested several Google Analytics plugins and most of them work pretty well. As long as you get it in there, that is what matters. Then we have WordPress site needs plugins to speed up the site. So going back to GTmetrix, for example, we saw that the aeroplumbing.com website was given an F, and that said, we need plugins for WordPress to speed things up. And I don't know if you remember this, but if you go to gtmetrix.com, for example, you enter aeroplumbing or any other website, you will see stuff like minify CSS, minify, cache, speed up the cache, browsing, stuff like that. All that stuff will be solved using these themes. Like W3 Total Cache, for example, is probably one of the best plugins when it comes to speeding up a website. And you can simply go to wordpress.org/plugins/w3-total-cache, and that's it. Or simply go to Google, type in W3 Total Cache, and you'll be able to find it as well. So this specific plugin is very, very powerful. It allows you to speed up websites that might be deemed as slow. So a lot of stuff that you saw over at GTmetrix can be solved using W3 Total Cache. And another plugin is BJ Lazy Load. And you can find that by going to wordpress.org/plugins/bj-lazy-load. So essentially the title is just split up with dashes. And this specific WordPress plugin will help make your site load faster and save bandwidth. Now, like I said earlier, with the security plugins and everything like that, you still need to customize that particular plugin. Now, the best way and the easiest way to do this is to outsource it or learn it yourself, and of course, make sure that you do it yourself. But the easiest way is to just simply find somebody who is an expert in that field already and go that way. So if you go to Fiverr.com, which is a site where you can pay people $5 to secure your website and work with W3 Total Cache, for example, this is actually a faster and more convenient way. If you find somebody who's really good, you can stick with them. But as you can see, if I type this in, I click on high rating, and I can see this particular person here charged $5 to actually customize the settings. Now, some of these people will offer other types of features. So this person here, he'll deliver it within a day, or you can wait 2 days. He'll optimize your home pages, he'll scale your home pages, he'll get your site to grade A on GTmetrix. So that itself can be a service. So instead of charging everyone this whole big package, you could say, hey, look at this. GTmetrix says you're an F. I will speed you up to an A. And that itself could be worth several $100s, $500, or even more just for that. And of course, last but not least, we have WordPress plugins that will make your site more search engine friendly. If you can guarantee a client in a company that you say, hey, you know what? I will help you get a site up and running. Your site will be search engine friendly. So anytime you create a new page, new post, automatically going to be search engine friendly. That is appealing because it saves a lot of time. Well, Yoast SEO is one of the top WordPress plugins as far as SEO or search engine optimization goes. And people can download it by going to yoast.com/WordPress/plugins/SEO. And then of course you got XML sitemaps, which will automatically, generate XML sitemaps for you and notifies the search engines when they are updated. And you can find this particular plugin via wordpress.org/plugins/XML-sitemaps. So that brings us to video number 9, and we are going to do a live example. So everything that I talked about, I'm going to show you live. All right, see you in the next video.